Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of the WaterCast. My name is Chili, and I'm here with my fellow hosts Mike, Connor Densation, Lukewarm.
Hi, I'm Lukewarm.
And today we have our special guest.
Hi, I'm Moist.
Today we have a variety of interesting things for you listeners. But first we're starting out with my segment, The Flint Review. Nothing has changed. Thank you, this has been The Flint Review. Next up, we have Luke's Warm Corner with Moist and Lukewarm.
Welcome to Luke's Warm Corner. I'm your host, Lukewarm, and today I'm joined with my friend, Moist.
Hi, it's Moist.
So is Moist your birth name, or
Yes,
is that...
in
it
fact,
is?
Yes.
Wow.
I was born Moist W. Damp.
W. Damp. Wow.
Moist Damp, that's the name. My parents were awful people.
Well... So Moist, what experiences have you had with sparkling water?
Well, I actually find myself to be a somewhat avid drinker of La Croix, because it's French.
Take it back. Take it.
It's pronounced La Croix.
It's all right,
It's French for the cross.
It's alright, Chili. La Croix is, of course, a controversial topic on this podcast,
is
but
infuriating.
it's alright, we'll let him speak.
Look, I do have some opinions. Yep. I don't
Share them with us. Feel
I don't
free.
like La Croix.
Why not?
Because it's like drinking sparkling water
Yep.
while thinking really hard about a flavor. Maybe someone's saying orange from like 2 rooms away. Like, you know, it's a party and you're like in the bathroom
Yeah.
and you just hear someone go, peach.
Yeah. So it's like almost there, but
It's kind of there, and as well, I feel like some of their flavor ratios they get wrong. Like, I still have some cans of peach and pear.
Mhm.
Way too much pear for the amount of peach that there is.
yeah.
I am a fan of the wild berry, though. It's not too bad. But there are other kinds of sparkling water I've tried. One of my, I guess, guilty pleasures is called Aqua. It's AQA. Don't know how I meant to pronounce that. But you can buy it in some local supermarkets. It's like $1 for a little plastic can. And they normally come in flavors of either orange, peach, or lemonade.
Is it aqua?
I say Aqua.
Okay.
There's no U.
Yeah.
So.
How does that compare to LaCroix?
So compared to Aqua has more sugar in it. So while not the full water experience, as it does have a little bit of sweetening in it, it's still quite nice. Really enjoy it during long car rides going out to my father's place. Really smoothens up the skin before a few beatings.
Delightful. So how would you say LaCroix or any other sparkling waters that you've tasted, how does this compare to other waters?
Well, I do occasionally find myself partaking in Fiji.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Although I do find the main appeal of La Croix is just something to drink when you want to feel like a pretentious hipster.
All right.
An aesthetic that I strive to achieve in some ways. And I think to a certain degree I can meet.
That's reasonable. So today's water of the week is salt water. How would you say this compares to any sparkling waters that you've tasted?
Well, it depends on the kind of salt water. Are we talking seawater, or are we just talking you just got some tap water and you just fucking dunked a tablespoon of table salt in there?
Let's do seawater to start with.
Seawater? Well, I've tasted a little bit of seawater in my time. I live relatively close to a beach.
Yeah.
It's not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
But it did help prepare me for other salty things in my mouth later in life.
And what about just normal tap water with some table salt?
It is vile, kind of quite granular, I find.
Yeah, but how does the salt water taste?
Very salty.
All right.
That's stunning.
Last question. Have you got any experiences with sparkling water or salt water that you'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, no. I have a friend who I commune with online. Somewhat of a research partner of mine when I'm doing various projects. He's actually the one who first clued me into La Croix, and I find that he was an avid drinker.
Yeah.
He would frequently buy boxes of it and just kind of get through them. His room was littered with La Croix cans.
Yeah.
And I actually had to search throughout many local supermarket chains to try and find some La Croix because they're not super available. Although I do know a few places which do sell them now, so I kind of know where to go for what I'm looking for. But thanks, Amy kind of clued me into the scene, and sometimes when I'm enjoying a wild berry on a late autumn evening, it does remind me of him. Reminds me of some good memories. I have a lot of fond memories with La Croix. And then also some negative ones with the beatings and everything.
Yeah, of course. Well, to wrap up, let's play a little game.
I love games.
All right, well, you'll have 30 seconds to answer 10 water-related questions.
3 seconds question seems pretty good.
For every question you get correct, you get a point. After the game, we'll tell your results, put you on the leaderboard. Currently, on the leaderboard, in first place is Robbie, Connor, and Ben. In second place, with 2 points, is Seth.
See if you can beat the 3-way tie.
See if I can. Well, how many points do they have, in first?
First is 3 points.
3 points. Okay.
Okay, I've got the timer ready.
All right, you ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Name a location where one might buy a bottle of water.
Countdown.
Yes, name all 4 oceans.
Pacific, Arctic, Indian, and Atlantic.
Yes. How many liters of water should you drink a day?
Is it 3?
It's 1.2. How much of Earth's water is drinkable?
7%?
2.5. Name 3 brands that sell water.
Fiji, La Croix, Aka,
Yes. Name the chemical formula of water.
H2O.
Yes. How much water is the Earth covered by?
70%?
71, but I'll give it to you. So that is 6
Wow,
points.
you've doubled the 3-way tie.
Moist, the water boy.
Congratulations, Moist. You're in first place with 6 points.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you for being on the show. This has been Luke's Warm Corner, and I enjoy listening to your thoughts on our discussion.
Sweet. Thanks, Luke. I really appreciate being on the show.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Moist and Lukewarm. Our next section is the condensation station with condensation. Thank you, Connor. That was very in-depth and helpful. Next up, we have our classic segment, Chill Time, with me, Chili. This week, we have another water-based quiz, this one from botanica.com. So for this section, I'm going to have both Moist and Lukewarm ready to help me answer some questions.
Let's do it.
Yep, sounds great.
Okay, start this quiz. At 10 meters below, the atmospheric pressure of the ocean is exactly double that of the surface. True or false?
True.
Yeah, go true.
Yeah.
That's right.
Woo!
Next question. Roughly 20% of the water humans use is for agriculture. I'd say true.
I'd say true.
I want to say false because I feel like it's more than that. I want to feel like it's close to like 40 to 50, isn't it?
No,
Like
I'll say true.
agriculture is...
Agriculture is big.
oh, well, no, agriculture compared to farming.
We have 12 seconds.
Yes, go.
I go false.
Go false.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, wow.
Next question. Rainwater is the purest form of water. True or false?
False. Night water.
I think it's true. It was false. You're right.
Woo!
Okay. Fresh water is more acidic than salt water. True or false?
Yes,
Yes.
True. Okay, that's correct.
just because salt water is basic.
Water boils more
Yeah.
quickly in the mountains than at sea level.
True.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Next. The ice that covers the Antarctic is more than 4,000 meters thick, not for long it ain't.
Oh, no. When was this quiz conducted?
Yeah.
No idea. Okay,
Let's
true or
just go
false?
true.
I'll go true.
Yeah.
4,000 sounds good.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It is impossible to tell time by water. I think that is false because of waves and stuff.
I want to say false.
Yeah, I'd say false.
That's correct. Okay. Water contracts when it freezes. True or false?
No,
no,
it
no,
doesn't
false.
expand.
It expands.
Yeah.
Next question. Condensation is water that comes from the air.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
We had a
Okay,
condensation.
last question. Water is composed of hydrogen and helium atoms. I think it's true, of course.
I'm gonna have to give it a no
I'm
there, Chief.
leaning to false.
Yeah, leading to false. I think
If you say so.
a critical
was
oxygen
false.
molecule.
View results. 9 out of 10 correct. 169 out of 220 points.
Hell yeah.
We did it.
So the only one we got wrong was the one that you got right.
Yeah.
I think, Chili, you might need to listen to your other co-hosts a
Yeah,
little more.
Chili,
Just-
it's basic knowledge that night water is the purest form of all waters.
Okay.
you guys are meant to be
just
the water
tweeted
experts,
our
right?
results
I mean,
as well.
I
So
like
Oh,
to
tweet it.
believe we are.
Tweet it at the WaterCast.
Yeah, at the
it's
WaterCast
from the
one.
WaterCast account.
Ah.
Okay. So,
Follow our Twitter at WaterCast1.
we'll get to that. Okay, so, thank you. That was a very fun time. This has been Chill Time with Chili, and everyone else also. Next up, we have Water Wars with Condensation. Now, we have a bit of an issue here. And by an issue, I mean a bit of a chore. So, you guys ready?
We just gotta start the ritual.
Yeah.
What?
Just chant Night Water a bunch.
Night water, night
What?
water,
You guys-
night
We
water.
need you to help
Okay,
us,
okay.
or else we'll never get him back.
Night water, night water, night water, night water, night water, night water.
Night.
Hello?
It worked!
Okay, that was some crazy
It's crazy
That's
stuff,
right.
right?
it's crazy water.
Yeah.
What's going on? Hey,
It's time
everyone.
for your segment. Water
What?
Wars, specifically.
Well, this is episode 5, right?
No, we're on episode 6, dude.
Who's this?
This
This
is
is Connor Densation, one of our fellow hosts. He had a bit of an oopsie last time. But
Oh,
he's
What,
fine
what do you
now.
mean last time?
well, last time on Water Wars, he taste tested holy water.
And then he died.
I thought Holy Water was this episode.
No,
no, that was last episode, dude. You died because of it.
Huh.
Okay, so
That's
then
random.
what's the water of the week this week?
That would be salt water.
Oh.
We're excited to hear your opinions on it.
Good luck.
So, okay. I have a strong feeling on salt water because, as a general rule, I am one of a firm belief that water should be kept pure. That's why I'm not a big fan of sparkling water. But sparkling water still has its uses, I'd say. It can maybe be a bit of a palate cleanser, even if it is sometimes a bit painful to drink, depending on who you are. But I'd say that salt water has no value except making you want to, I guess, reveal your what you last ate back to the public, if you catch my drift. Yeah, so as a general rule, I myself severely dislike salt water, even more so than maybe I do with sparkling water. So for today's rating, I'd say that I'd give salt water a 2 out of 10. Now,
Wow.
Normally, I would have a sample of such a thing to taste test today, but I've come in a bit, I guess, unprepared. Apologies for that. But yeah, so that's as much as I can do. Salt water, 2 out of 10.
Okay, thank you very much, Connor Densation. Nice to have you back. Next up is the Drip Line, which this week will be hosted by Lukewarm.
Hello, I'm Lukewarm, and welcome to the Drip Line. Today, on our discussion, we'll be discussing our preferences of swimming areas.
Oh, fantastic.
Many
nice.
people like to go to the beach on hot, sunny summer days. Some prefer the river. So my question is, which is better, beach or the river?
The river, definitely.
Beach, the river. I think that's an intricate question. I think there's a lot we can unpack here.
Let's do it.
So, first we need to talk about length of time.
Yeah.
Are we briefly visiting, or are we having a day out?
Probably a day out.
A
For
day
this
out.
for this scenario.
For this
anyway.
scenario, a day out. So, the river has a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Right? You know, it's a bit more urban.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit more kind of out of the way.
Potentially less people.
Potentially less people.
Absolutely less people.
It
That is
depends on your
the
spots.
critical
Some
reason.
spots are
It does depend on your spot.
highly
But
populated.
whereas the beach,
Yep.
a bit more urban. You know, you have access to things such as ice cream.
Didn't you just
Well, it
say that the
depends on
river
the
was
location.
urban as well?
Oh, no, sorry. The river is more
Rural.
rural.
Rural,
Sorry.
okay.
My bad.
That's all right.
No, the beach is
Completely
more urban
Yeah.
because you can acquire ice creams. There's often cafes,
Yeah.
parks. Even.
Depends which beach you're at.
Depends which beach you're
So
at.
the beach is
Gen-
more of an attraction.
Generally,
yeah.
though, there are attractions. And
Definitely
there
more
are-
attractions. Some places in Europe have nudist beaches.
Yes.
I
I've
think
heard of those.
the potential for beaches is higher than the river,
Yeah.
but it depends on the scale of your event. If you want a day out, I'd say the beach. Get some ice cream, chill out in the sun, have a nice time.
Personally, I prefer the river just because of the way the sand and the salt water
Definitely
don't-
agreed. It's
like them too much.
Yeah,
but I understand.
I definitely say that cleanup from a beach is more intense.
Yes.
But as well, in the river, you're more likely to deal with things such as fishes, eels,
Algae and stuff, yeah.
E. coli.
Yeah.
go around
So-
and make some friends with some E. coli.
Yeah.
Great fun.
So that's why
Lots of fun.
my vote
Hey,
goes to
they're
the
nice
beach.
guys.
Yeah.
Don't diss them. Come on.
What about you, Chili?
In my opinion, the river, but mainly because I find it a lot more fun to go swimming somewhere where the depth is actually reasonable without me having to swim for half a kilometer. And the overall cleanliness of the water compared to the sand floating around at the beach usually, I find it a much more pleasant experience, as well as being able to be in the shade quite frequently in rivers.
Although I will throw in a bit of a curveball.
Oh, some more controversy from Moist.
Bit more of moist controversy.
Could this be our most controversial episode yet?
I mean,
I
we have
think-
an avid LaCroix drinker. I think it could be.
Oh,
Continue.
yes.
Public pools.
I think you mean pee pools.
Yeah, pee-pee pools.
PP pools, sure, but that's why you have to time when you go.
But then
If you go at the beginning of the day, fresh cleaning, no pee in the pool.
How often do public pools clean their water?
Like, every few hours?
Do they?
Well, I mean, they're constantly chlorinating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I feel like a lot of the benefits of the river can be found in a public pool, and a lot of the benefits of beaches, so the urbanization, the proximity to cafes and to having a day out,
Yeah.
whereas you're missing out on all of the E. coli, the algae, the sand, and the salt.
That is a very good point.
What about you, Connor? Any thoughts?
Well, as a general rule, swimming is not something I should be allowed to partake in, but I'd say that, judging by my ratings from Water Wars, it's swimming in spring water, generally, because rivers are generally from springs, which is 8 out of 10, compared to salt water, which we said this episode is a solid 2 out of 10. So, judging by that, I'd have to go with river. Public pool-wise, I'd say I couldn't
You
really
mean
rate
pee-pee
that.
pool?
Oh, well, because not only could it be polluted in that way, but also chlorine, I guess, counts as polluting water. And have you ever drank water that has chlorine in it? It is not pleasant at all.
So I actually have a counterpoint to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that river water is not spring water. River water is river water. It has pollutants from dirt, from fish feces and other excrements, from eel excrements.
Yeah.
I think you'll find if you compare the quality of water from a river, which is not a spring, springs are very different, you'll find that it is overall lower, if not the same, as salt in seawater.
Yeah.
And whereas the amount of chlorine in pee-pee water is
Thank you for calling it by the correct name.
generally negligible, and intaking it is not actually that bad. So that's what I have to say.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, this has been a great discussion. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on the show, Luke, and Chili.
It's quite all right.
So
It's good to meet you, Connor.
Thank you very much.
now to round out the podcast, we will go through our various social media accounts. So we'll start out with SoundCloud
That is soundcloud.com/thewattercast.
and our Twitter
At WaterCast1,
and our subreddit
which is r/WaterCastOfficial.
and our Instagram, which is at the WaterCast. Our poll this week is, what do you think of salt water? Do you love it or do you hate it?
And there will be a link to our subreddit. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
for listening.
Thank you for listening.